Welcome to today's video where we are at a freezing cold Nikko circuit here. One day, well, tomorrow is Christmas Eve, which is crazy to think about how fast this year's gone, and literally in about a week's time it's a new year. It's 2021. Hopefully 2021 is going to be a better year than 2020 for all of y'all. I'm definitely hoping for that for everyone. But that aside, we're obviously here to do one thing and one thing only, and that is to shred some tires. As you guys know, we've got a bit of a new setup in the rear with grip and whatnot. I'm going to start with the Grievers and then work my way to the 08Cs, the per gears. I adjusted my seat today. I brought the back up a little bit just so that way I'm not like leaning all the way back like Cali lean drift style. So we should be good now. Let's go out and have some fun and shred. So I went on a little excursion to help Oka-chan get his car fixed. Long story short, I'm sure you'll see it all on Oka-chan's channel, but Yuta crashed the lesson car into the bank up there. So me and Oka-chan went to a friend of his workshop that's like 20 minutes from Nikko. We welded up the intercooler because it was all cracked and messed up. We got it working, and now Yuta's out there drifting again. So make sure you go check out Oka-chan's YouTube channel. でしょ? 小室さん。あなたの YouTube チャンネル。動画を上げてユタクラッシュとインタークーラー修理。That's all. We don't have footage of the crash, but we have lots of footage of us going to the shop and getting it repaired, so should be fun. So if you just watched a little bit in-car footage of me driving, you would know that I destroyed my tires. This is something like I talk about a lot, overheating tires, but you can see how this is kind of chunked up like this? This is from overheating, from like, see, bubbling and boiling. So this is what happens when you don't do cool down laps. Like, and don't get me wrong, hot lapping is fun. I love hot lapping. I feel like you learn the most when you hot lap. But if you want the longest life out of your tires, you can't hot lap any brand of tires. I don't care what they are. Also, especially if you're using third and fourth gear, that's a big one. So if I was just using second, it'd probably be fine. But yeah, third gear, you can see like it started bubbling up and whatnot. But yeah, that's what happens when you overheat tires. They bubble, then these burst, and then chunks fly off everywhere. So yeah, these all spent, and what's surprising though is these still had a lot of grip in the condition that they're in. But I really wanted to get rid of them fast so I could put the per gear 08Cs on. This is what I am pretty much betting everything on. So we got these here, I'm gonna throw them on, and hopefully they give me the results that I want. I'm honestly really excited. Once again, these are kind of rated for anyone who's got 350 horsepower plus. So this is like perfect for my car because I'm like at the 400 or a little bit above the 400. So this is like perfect. But yeah, for everyone out there, like, one thing that's really important for anyone getting into drifting, especially when you first start out, is make sure you surround yourself with really good people who can help you out. Because there's nothing worse than getting discouraged or thinking you don't like a sport because you're not doing well, when it all comes down to your car setup, how, you know, your suspension, the tire combo. Like, there are so many things that make your car drive well so that then you can perform well, that if you don't have it set up right and you just jump in and start, you may not actually do as well as you thought you would, or you think you suck. But in all reality, it could just be your car setup. Now, a lot of people say like, oh, it doesn't matter how the car's set up. If you know how to drift, you know how to drift. Yes, that's true to an extent, but especially when you're learning, there's nothing worse than learning in a car that is not set up correctly. So my best advice for anyone getting into drifting is make sure you go to like a reputable shop that's heavily involved in the drift scene. Don't go from a friend or a friend or a friend. Find someone that actually competes in competition. They can take you under their wing a little bit, give you some basic setups, pay them to check over your car, pay them. All right, in this industry, so important to pay people, right? Cheap, there's nothing worse than owning a workshop and like cheap drifters coming in expecting you to do stuff for free or super cheap and stuff like that. Like, that's just, it's not cool, you know what I mean? People need to earn a living, put food on the table, and if they're in the drifting scene, that's actually a scene that generally doesn't make that much money. So the least you can do is make sure you pay correct amount. But anyways, I'm ranting now, but I hope that advice is not falling on rocky soil. I hope like it's actually like, you know, helping some of you guys. Let me know in the comment section, and let me know if you want me to kind of like give you these little tangents every now and then. Obviously I'm changing tires right now, so it was on my mind. But yeah, I'm gonna get these switched out, jump back in the seat, and do some driving, hopefully do some tandems now. Let's go put these Bergia 08Cs to the test, hey? Let's see what they feel like. Stuff in Valino, and I was like asking him about like the C's and how good they feel, and he was like, dude, you're gonna have so much fun when you finally start using C's. He wasn't kidding. He was not kidding at all. Gasoline light just came on. Yeah. I am never using Grievers again. Don't get me wrong, Grievers are great tires, but cars making under 350 horsepower. But the moment you're making more than that, these C's make the world of a difference. By the way, not sponsored whatsoever. I just really, really like Valino. It's so hard to find a tire company that communicates and knows their customer base so well. Well, I think I'm done for the day, but those last few laps were super fun. There was a period there where I didn't have the GoPros running when I wish I did, because I did some of the best tandems I've done all day, and with Yanagi-san, probably the best I've ever done with him. He has about 350 horsepower with a 4.3 final gear ratio diff, same Nismo transmission and everything else. So I've always had trouble keeping up with him, but since we got full boost working in this, and now I'm running the C's, I'm able to keep up with him perfectly. So we did some of the closest tandems I've ever done. I was right up his butt on the entry. It was amazing. But that aside, let's take a look at the seas and how they wore. So check this out. Pretty much smooth across the board. Even though on the alignment machine it says my camber's 0, I think I'm going to try and add a little bit of positive camber, because I think just on the alignment machine at Yashio, maybe just the way the car squats and stuff, it kind of cambers a tiny bit. But you can see it's not that bad though. It's pretty decent. So we're going to take out as much camber as I can, maybe add a tiny bit of posi, just to kind of compensate this wear. But otherwise, like, I am so impressed with these. These did not chunk up as bad as what Grievers normally do when I overheat them. So I was just hot lapping this non-stop. I was doing 3rd and 4th gear, some putsuing all through here and coming into here and just hot lapping the track twice. So these tires handled the abuse amazingly. Now comes the problem where I need tires to get home on. Well, that is a wrap for today. And I have to say, for the full year that I've been, it's been a year now since we built this car and been drifting, or has it been longer? No, it has been a full year now. This is the best this car has ever felt. I have never been more comfortable behind the wheel, and I really feel like today we finally figured this thing out. I am really excited. The only thing I would change about this car now is add a tiny bit more angle, which involves, we probably need to move the rack forward. And that's it. Move the rack forward and then we can get a little bit more angle out of this thing. I'm seriously so hyped on how this car feels. It's insane. Probably the best drift day I've had in this thing since I can remember, honestly. I'm so hyped. Definitely using nothing but 0.8Cs from now on. And I'm pretty excited for the competition in, I think in like three weeks, we have the Kanto All-Stars follow-up big competition. So that'll be really fun. Anyways, for now, we're gonna head home. I'll pick things up. Well, we're gonna head to Yashio Factory. And once we get to Yashio Factory, I'll probably pick things up from there. Time warping ahead, back home now. My throat and voice is so sore from screaming and laughing and having such a good time today. But that aside, like everything aside, the car finally feels exactly how I've wanted it to feel like this entire time. And words do not express how good it feels right now to know that my car is at that state. It gives me confidence, it makes me excited for the competition that's in a couple weeks. I think we're gonna do really well. If I do everything that I did today, we will do very, very, very well. So I'm hyped, and I really hope you guys are hyped to finally have the S15 where I need it to be. But yeah, I cannot wait to drive it again, honestly. That aside, I do have a couple things I want to talk to you guys about to do with the online store. First of all, we are going to be removing JP Post entirely from the online store as of the 1st of January. But from this weekend is the last time you'll be able to place an order with JP Post. So if you're looking for small items and don't want to pay a ton of shipping, now is your chance to not miss out. Otherwise, everything will be DHL Express from now, which means small items doesn't really, like, you know, make sense to pay more than what the item's worth for shipping. So everything will kind of go into bundles and packs from here on, that kind of sums that up. So JP Post is going away. There's no tracking with the JP Post anyways, so using DHL is way safer, way better for you guys, and it only takes like 3 business days from when it's shipped to arrive at your door, which is so good. And really, quite frankly, the postage price is super cheap, and it's not that bad when you think about it. And for security and insurance and all that kind of stuff, you're getting the package, and I think that's worth it. So anyways, that aside, that's everything to do with the online store, except actually I forgot to tell you, there's a huge drop coming probably in the first week of January. Keep an eye on my socials for it, because first hoodie I've ever made, first beanies I've ever made. We've got lanyards made up as well, and 2 brand new shirts. So this is a pretty big drop, but everything is limited stock, and I expect shirts, hoodies, and beanies to probably sell out on the first day when they drop. So keep an eye on socials, don't miss out on that. And with that, guys, I'm gonna wrap up today's video. Smash that like button, write us a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in tomorrow's vlog. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well. Peace out. Jamata.